Okay guys, quick update with Bitcoin. So I'm currently in a long. I slept in and missed my alert. I wanted to get in down here and I got in a little late. I'm currently up around 670 bucks. I was up around 1,000. I wanted to enter here. Again, I slept in. I want to give you your key support levels and show you why I'm going long. And again, I'm going to show you a feature. Again, Coincatch added all kinds of new updates to the platform. I'm going to show you how simple it is when you enter a trade. You can drag down to set your stop loss and drag up to put your take profit. I'll show you that in just a sec. By the way, guys, if you want to sign up for Coincatch, the link's pinned in the first comment description. It's no KYC. This tutorial video is showing you how to set up account, transfer funds to your futures account, how to use the tools to trade. I will be making a new video soon, going over all their updated features. I'll link to you now if you want to learn how to trade on Coincatch. So really quick, guys, before we go into the levels, actually, let me cover these levels really quick for you. So again, the reason, if you watched the previous video, I told you if we broke a certain level, your next major support level is around 92,000. Had confluence on multiple charts. Now again, that needs to hold. If that becomes resistance, we have a lot further down to go, but that seems like a point I want to long. So if I do get stopped out, guys, again, you can see right down here is where I wanted to long, around 91,600. As I said, confluence on the H1 chart and confluence on the D1 chart, as you can see right here. And as I said previously, if that becomes resistance, then we are headed down to at least 81,100. Your most key resistance level above is going to be around 102,400. Really quick though, and I do want to cover the heat maps, guys. There's a lot of liquidity below, but really quick, guys, just to show you how this works. So I'm currently long $2,000 at 30x. I'm going to show you how this works. So if I want to, let's say I want to enter a short. So I'm going to just do market over here, and I'm going to put in a $1,000 because I'm going to close this trade. And I'm not going to set a stop loss or a take profit. You can click under take profit stop loss. You click on advanced. You can actually put in under P&L, and you can see how much you could make or lose. But for this, I'm just going to enter a short without a stop loss and take profit. So we're going to do $1,000. I'm going to go sell short, hit confirm. So what you can do is all you have to do is since I just opened a short, if I want to set my stop loss, all you do is just drag up where you want your stop loss. Go ahead and hit confirm. You can click this so it'll never show you again. Just click confirm. And now my stop loss is where I want my stop loss to get stopped out. And if you drag it down, you can set your take profit, right? And it's as easy as that. So now I have my take profit and I have my stop loss. So very, very cool feature to have, especially if prices are moving fast. You want to jump in quick and set your stop loss and profit. So I do love that feature. I'm going to close the short because I'm betting this is going to go up. So I'm going to go down here and go flash close on my short. And you can see that's gone now. And now I'm only in my long. So again, if I do get stopped out, you see I have my stop just above my entry. But again, the point I want to enter is if we drop back down to 91,600, I think that'd be a great point to enter a long. We could come back down and test this point, but I do see confluence on multiple charts, and 91,600 is a great point to enter, and that is because of the H1 chart and the D1 chart. As I mentioned before, the macro top and bottom, this was a support level. We did catch bounce around 90. It was around 96,000. It did hold for a bit. We pushed up and then we dropped back down. So I'm waiting to see if we push back above this point. The MACD and the RSI is looking a little bearish, but we will get some chop. Again, as I said, this is what I'm paying attention to. I gave you the timing in the last video. I will do it again. This is the point I watched when we cross this ring. Go back and watch maybe 3 videos back. I explained how important this ring is. When we cross it, expecting to get a major move. That's why it might be better just to scalp until this point. But roughly, not including this week's almost over, we're about maybe 105 days away. And remember, the further down we go, the closer we get to that ring. But I'm expecting a major move at this ring. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated. There's a lot of liquidity down below. You can just go under YouTube and just Google search. Just search in YouTube for heat maps or book maps. There's a lot of liquidity around 90K. I'm sure that might be taken out at some point, but typically they'll send price back up to build liquidity above before they send it back down. But I'm chancing along just because we're at matching support levels on the H1 and the D1 chart. But just letting you guys know, there's a lot of liquidity down here around 90K, and they typically go for that liquidity. So that's what I'm saying. If 91,600 around that area becomes resistance, again, I would short down to 81,000. I would definitely long that point. If that becomes resistance, then we're probably going to fill that gap. And guys, I'm sorry, but gaps tend to get filled. Our current support, now this is trend line I have on the CME futures chart. You see it's right around 95,355. Again, further confluence why I'm longing here. But we have a gap all the way down here at 77,855. It is very possible at some point that gap will get filled. We could go higher, we could chop for a while before that happens, but just want to make you aware we do have a gap down there. That is way the hell down there. Just like that gap got filled on the Dow. Again, so I'm just, again, pay attention, see if you get back above 96,200 and that holds. That would be bullish for some more upside. But just give you a key target. So again, the most key level I'm watching. So if I get stopped out on this current long, I'm going to re-enter right around 91,700, just a bit above that point. I like to enter early. And then if price continues dropping, and then again, like I said, if this becomes resistance, 91,500, 91,600, that area, if that becomes resistance, guys, all right, so I will be long up from this point, all right, but if that becomes resistance, all right, and we get below this point, if that becomes resistance, I will be shorting down to around 81,000, and that'll be the point I will long. But again, let me give you your levels. Sorry guys, I didn't plan this, I just want to get this up really quick. Let me give you your levels on the hourly. So again, your major support level is 91,500. Obviously, if we drop down to the next support level, 88,000, or say 89,000, then that means 91,500 will become resistance, and you would short that point. Your current closest support level is right around 94,176. So if you're using high leverage, high margin, and you want to keep a tight stop loss, I would have it below that point because that's your current support, 94,176. Your next resistance level above is right around, and this is the point I told you to pay attention to, is your first support level. That is now resistance. So your resistance level to pay attention to potentially short is 96,700 up to 97,500. But do pay attention to, and remember last video, this is where I told you guys to short right here at 103,000. That this yellow line has, every time we break below this yellow line, we always have a drop. And this ends up becoming resistance. We get above that holds the support, we go much higher. But do pay attention to this trend line right here. And you can see it's kind of following, well, it was following the, see this blue moving average. This is a central Bollinger Band on the daily. You can see this is a top Bollinger Band on the daily. I'm sorry, this is the hourly. I apologize, it's early. I hadn't had my coffee yet. But pay attention to this trend line right here. So let's say if we continue push up, we get above, let's say 97,500. Then you'd be looking to open your next short around 103,400. But pay attention to this trend line. See if we keep getting, let me bring this down a bit. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So again, once you break above resistance level, above a support level, chances are it will go much higher. But I did want to chance along there. And again, if I do get stopped out, I will re-enter around 91,700 because we might not make it all the way down to support. So again, just play the levels, guys. But your most key resistance above is going to be 96,700 to 97,500. If that holds and we break above this trend line, your next point to long to or short will be 103,400. You get above that, well, then we're looking at some higher targets, guys. And you know, we do have a lot of liquidity up around 110,000. I'm not saying we're going there, guys. That's why I just play one level at a time. Make sure I covered everything. So again, remember 91,700 around that area. I'm staying long from that point. If that becomes resistance, I will short down to 81,000. I will long that. If that becomes resistance, guys, again, then I think that gap will get filled. And it is no coincidence that that these key levels all converge below that point where the where that gap is on the CME. And do pay attention to the book maps, guys, because they do want to take out liquidity. So you have liquidity above, not up here around 96,000, 96,500. And as price pushes up, liquidity builds. Then they take out liquidity, and then price comes down. So that's all I wanted to cover, guys. But do check out Coincatch. It's a great exchange, and this feature alone, just being able to enter a trade and then just bring it up or bring it down to say. Remember, so if you enter a long, you would tap the point where you entered your, or you would grab where you entered your position, and bring it down and let go where you want your stop loss. If it's a long, you would drag it down for your stop loss, and then you would drag it up for where you want to take profit, and then you can adjust those. So do check out Coincatch, guys. That link if you sign up is pinned in the first comment description, and I will make an updated tutorial soon and show you some more charting techniques. But again, do watch the tutorial. That link will be pinned in the first comment description. But just to recap, I am long above 91,600. If that becomes resistance, we have a lot more downside. In the meantime, these are your key levels on the hourly. And if you want to sign up to get access to these live charts and Discord, guys, the website is objectcrypto.com. I do have tutorials teaching my charting method. That's supposed to be $2.99. I have not changed it yet, so if you want to take advantage of it, it's still $1.99. I'll be changing that soon. If you do sign up to get access to Bitcoin or crypto charts and precious metals, and Discord is $49 a month. Remember, you can sign up, get access, save charts as your own, and then cancel. My charts are shareable, so you can save them as your own. I do have stocks as well. That's it, guys. Trade safe, trade smart. I will keep you updated. I'm out.